Today we will be learning a detailed process of extraction of aluminium. Before discussing this topic, let me tell you that each extraction process requires several steps, and first thing is the ore. First thing required is the ore, because the metal to be extracted is from the ore. So for aluminium, the ore is bauxite. Bauxite is the main ore, Al2O3.2H2. Cryolite, Na3AlF6, corundum, Al2O3. These are the ores of aluminium. The most common ore is bauxite. Now, in each step of extraction, there are three steps. One is concentration of ore, second, roasting or calcination process, which is also known as converting the ore into the oxide form, and then the refining process. These are the three steps for the extraction of aluminium or any other metal. So first is the step 1, that is the dressing of ore. It is also known as concentration of ore, and the name given by the scientist, that is the Bayer's process. Now what is the mechanism behind this? Impure bauxite is taken because it is of amphoteric nature. Amphoteric means it can react with base and it can react with acid both. So amphoteric oxide reacts with NaOH, that is the base, formation of sodium aluminate, NaAlO2, and water. Sodium aluminate is formed. This NaOH react with impure bauxite to form sodium aluminate, whereas it do not react with the impurities. There are several impurities like Fe2O3, SiO2. They do not react with the NaOH because our impurity is of not the amphoteric type. Now bauxite being the amphoteric, so there is a formation of sodium aluminate. Now in the second step, when sodium aluminate is formed, again it is treated with water to give NaOH, and AlOH thrice. This process is known as seeding. This step is known as seeding, treating of sodium aluminate with water to give NaOH and ammonium hydroxide is known as seeding. In the last step, aluminum hydroxide is further treated at a very high temperature, or you can see a decomposition reaction take place, formation of Al2O3 and water. But the difference is here Al2O3 which is we are getting, that is pure alumina. In the starting we have taken impure bauxite, and at the end we are getting the pure alumina. This is the Bayer's process. Again, same you can see that the same process, the above which was Bayer process, it is bit modified in the form of Hall process. There is a very minute difference between Bayer process and Hall process. As you can see that the product, reactant and the product are the same. Only the difference is, instead of NaOH, in Hall process Na2CO3 is taken. NaOH is replaced by Na2CO3. Rest is the same. In the step 2, now the conversion of concentrated ore to its oxide. We used to convert them in oxide form, but as you can see that our alumina formula is Al2O3, it is already in oxide form. So this step need not to be required. So we will be moving to the step 3, that is reduction of metallic oxide. Now we will reduce the metallic oxide which we have obtained, and it is done with the help of electrolytic reduction. What do you mean by electrolytic reduction? Reduction taking place with the help of electricity under electrolysis process, and the name of the process is Hall-Héroult process. Now let us see what is Hall-Héroult process. First of all, it is done for electrolytic reduction. Second, in this electrolyte is used. What is the electrolyte? Our alumina, Na3AlF6, cryolite and fluorspar. These are the 3 components which is used for electrolysis process, and in the ratio 1:3:1. Now we take this electrolyte and place in the electrolytic cell, which is a rectangular steel tank. After this, the selection of cathode and anode. Our cathode and anode are carbon. Carbon is the cathode and carbon is the anode. Graphite is the other form or the allotrope of carbon. Temperature and current 950 and 100 ampere. Now what will be the electrolytic reaction? We had taken Al2O3 and we had taken cryolite and fluorspar. All will dissociate because dissociation reaction is going on, ionization reaction is going on. So cryolite is decomposed into its component ion. Similarly, fluorspar into Ca and F, Al2O3, Al and oxygen. Now what will happen? At cathode, this aluminium will migrate, and at cathode, which process is going on? At cathode, always reduction will take place. Therefore, it will gain electron and it will form aluminium, and oxygen will undergo oxidation at anode. Always oxidation reaction take place at anode. So the product form will be pure aluminium, and at anode oxygen gas is obtained. So this is the complete extraction process. As you can see in the diagram, this is our electrolyte, cathode. Here it is the pure aluminium which we are getting in the molten form because of very high temperature. This is our carbon rod. Now we will be discussing some of the important processes related to the extraction of aluminium. These are the most important reasoning questions which has been asked in the board exam. They are frequently asked in the board exam either in the form of objective or reasoning question. Now first, Al2O3 is electrolytically reduced to aluminium because, as we have already discussed, Al2O3 is an oxide and it's a very stable oxide. So it has a strong affinity for oxygen. What are the difficulties we are facing during the electrolytic reduction? When we are doing the electrolytic process, we are facing the problems because our fused alumina is a non-electrolyte. To make it a electrolyte, a better electrolyte, we used to add large amount of cryolite in this. So we add cryolite so that it becomes conducting nature. As you can see here in this question, fused cryolite and fluorspar are used to lower the fused mixture so that temperature can be reduced and mobility can be increased. So what is the two function? One is lower the fusion point and second is the increasing the mobility of fused mixture. So this is the property. and it enhances the conductivity. So what is the function of cryolite? It increases the conductivity. So these are the three reasoning questions, very important. So we can summarize this: electrolytic nature increased with the help of cryolite because of conducting nature. It is providing the mobility to the ions. A layer